What is a luxury item that people consider a basic need? It is subjective what people consider to be a luxury item or a basic need. Some people may consider certain items, such as high-end clothing or expensive electronics, to be luxuries that they do not consider necessary for their basic needs. Others may consider these same items to be necessities and consider them basic needs. Generally, basic needs are considered to be those things that are essential for human survival, such as food, shelter, and clothing. Other items that may be considered basic needs by some people include access to clean water, healthcare, and education. It is important to remember that what is considered a luxury or a basic need can vary greatly depending on a person's circumstances and cultural background. What's a fun fact you know that most people don't? Here's a fun fact that many people might not know. The shortest war in history took place between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896. The conflict, known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War, lasted only 38 minutes. It began when the Sultan of Zanzibar refused to accept a British ultimatum to close his slave markets and accept British protection. In response, the British launched a naval bombardment of the Sultan's palace and other key locations in the city of Zanzibar. The Zanzibari forces were quickly defeated, and the Sultan was forced to accept the terms of the ultimatum. The war resulted in only a few dozen casualties, making it the shortest recorded war in history. How do you get rid of door-to-door salespeople? If you do not want to receive visits from door-to-door salespeople, there are a few steps you can take. Display a no solicitation sign. This will let salespeople know that you are not interested in receiving unsolicited sales pitches. Put a sticker on your door or window. Many cities have a registry of homes that have opted out of receiving door-to-door sales visits. You can usually request a sticker from your city's consumer protection agency or chamber of commerce to display on your door or window, indicating that you do not want to receive such visits. Use a peephole or security camera. If you feel uncomfortable answering the door for strangers, you can use a peephole or security camera to see who is there before deciding whether to open the door. Be firm. If you do answer the door and the salesperson persists in trying to sell you something, you have the right to say no and ask them to leave. You can also ask them to leave immediately if they become aggressive or threatening. Consider a do not knock registry. Some cities have a registry that allows residents to opt out of receiving door-to-door sales visits. You can check with your city's consumer protection agency or chamber of commerce to see if such a registry is available in your area. If brands were brutally honest, what would their slogans be? It's difficult to say what slogans companies would use if they were brutally honest, as honesty is subjective and can vary from person to person. However, here are a few potential examples of brutally honest slogans that companies might use. Our products are overpriced, but they look cool. We're not the healthiest choice, but hey, it tastes good. Our customer service sucks, but we're the only option in town. We're not actually environmentally friendly, but we have a nice green logo. We'll do whatever it takes to make a profit, even if it means cutting corners. It's important to note that these slogans are purely fictional and are not intended to reflect the views or practices of any real companies.